good, y'all, man? We got exclusive Wakanda Forever villain review, Black Panther 2, Marvel Studio. And yeah, about to get straight to the video, man. Leave a like, man, to my channel, hit that bell if you're new. Any songs and questions, man, let me know in the comments, y'all, man. Let me know. And yeah, straight to the video, man. Let's get it.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman, aka Allfires, and I have a super exciting exclusive for you today. Just weeks after finding out the official title for Black Panther 2 is Wakanda Forever, we've been able to confirm with one of our sources the upcoming villain for the film. Now, if you've been following me for the better part of the last 3 years, you guys know I write most of my own theories and or re-report from other sources. We also have friends of the channel like industry insider Mikey Sutton, who occasionally provide us with an exclusive or two. But in the last month, we've started running our own exclusives here from a couple of sources I've been able to vet over the last year or so. I'm excited to share with you guys the villain for Black Panther 2 and give us some insight as to what might be going on in the narrative in lieu of all that's happened in the last couple of years. But first, if you could grab the subscribe button. We're still giving away a PlayStation 5 now at 900,000 subscribers, as well as Disney Plus subscriptions every Friday while the shows are live. We're announcing some brand new prizes this week. If you want to be entered to win, all you have to do, hit that subscribe button, then leave a comment down below, and if you want, stick around at the end of the video. We'll get into all the giveaway stuff again there. So real quick, two things. First up, spoiler warning, if this is in any way going to ruin Black Panther 2 Wakanda Forever or the future of Marvel Phase 4 for you, if this is something you don't want to know, which really raises the question as to why you clicked on this video in the first place, either way, I ain't mad.
Yeah, I want to know, my boy. I want to know what's going to be the next villain. You feel me, man? No cat. No cat.
But you might want to back out now. Also, as I said in the prologue, and I'm going to mention again here, these are exclusives that we've started running based on our own sources here at Everything Always, not re-reported from another source. I actually, today, after this video is posted, I'm going to create a brand new playlist of exclusives that we run here at the channel. That way you guys can keep up with exactly what I'm breaking as an exclusive, and you can also start to see publicly my track record when it comes to this sort of thing. Okay, on to the reveal. We can now confirm that the villain for Black Panther 2, as according to our sources, is none other than Namor. That's right, ironically, one of the first villains named for this film all the way back in summer of 2019.
We may be trapped on this world, but at least we have each other.
Hey, you're the one who chose to land here.
And obviously there have been some enormous changes to the script from Ryan Coogler since then, since the extremely tragic and untimely
Yeah, he changed the whole script around. I say he changed multiple scripts around, like, you know what I mean? RP to him, man, but hey, he changed multiple scripts, you know what I'm saying? Like,
passing of Chadwick Boseman as Black Panther, but with the title like Wakanda Forever, if Namor truly is the villain, this sets up a huge battle between Wakanda and the very obvious home of Namor as Atlantis. Now, before we get into that character specifically,
I heard about that shit. It's supposed to be like Atlantis versus Wakanda, some shit like that, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just rumors, links and shit. So yeah, but I heard about that shit though. You know what I'm saying? So hey, maybe that shit true though. Maybe that shit true, man.
This goes one step deeper because this is not the first time that Namor's been reported on in Marvel Phase 4, and in fact, his appearance and a cameo has already been leaked for a movie this year in the upcoming Eternals. Now, this is not confirmed from a source in the same way we're reporting Namor as the villain for Wakanda Forever, but there was a social media post from a character tagged with the Eternals cast who was rumored to be playing a young Namor, introduced obviously in the earliest parts of canon, as Eternals is set to stretch all the way back, and it would be not surprising at all if Namor and a city like Atlantis, who have already had multiple Easter eggs in the Infinity Saga in the MCU, were to make their debut during the Eternals, which is set to set up some of the earliest parts of Marvel canon. Obviously, canonizing Atlantis during that film would be an excellent choice and set it up for the future of the MCU, meaning a young Namor that we could meet in Eternals would go on to become the villain and anti-hero in Black Panther. Now, if you're wondering about the whole rights situation, that was a pretty big deal for a while. Both Namor and Hulk's rights were tied up over at Universal. They needed certain permissions, the way the contracting worked, in order to use the characters. This is why we famously never got another Mark Ruffalo solo Hulk film. Now, in a couple of reports in a couple of different places, it's been reported that they got the rights back from Universal, at least for Namor, and in a couple of other places they've even said that the Hulk rights have been retained as well. Now, while Marvel hasn't officially weighed in on this, Kevin Feige did confirm all the way back in 2014 that they actually were able to use the character. The problem was making a solo Namor film. That's also been rumored for the future, which would confirm that they've gotten the rights back. But again, Marvel has never weighed in publicly on whether the rights for the Hulk and Namor were reassumed at some point from Universal. And I'm sure if there's some article out there, you guys will be quick to share it. But at this point, I don't think it's confirmed. Either way, they don't need those kind of permissions to use the character in, say, the Eternals and or as an anti-hero and villain in Black Panther 2. Speaking of anti-hero, I know you guys normally associate Namor as being a superhero, siding with the side of the Avengers or working with the heroes. In the past, he's actually allied himself with the characters like Magneto or Doctor Doom, but those have always been short-lived. He's really just on the side of Atlantis. In fact, when he first debuted, could have been considered a villain, but he was enacting justice on humankind for what they had done to the sea and his homeland. So basically, there's a couple of ways to look at this character. He's never exactly clear-cut, and you could say the same in some respects about how Wakanda has chosen to stay out of it and not get involved in battles, or at least what was the main point of contention in the first film. Killmonger wanted them to use.
You could tell, like, because they ain't never been like they've been in battles though, not as much as other Marvels, you know what I'm saying, people have, you know what I mean, shit like that. So,
their power to be able to enact justice on all.
I switched from State Farm because of this site. They had me paying $163 a month.
All the places where all this injustice was going on. Either way, him being a regal counterpoint to what Chadwick Boseman's character of Black Panther would have been, undoubtedly, I have to speculate, would have been a major storyline in the film. Those characters go on to form Illuminati together, etc., etc. But I don't think you need that dynamic, just the regal counterpoints. I think now the film can still exist and revolve around the characters, as the synopsis says, we've already met in the first film, how they come together, fill that void of losing both their loved one in T'Challa, but also how they don't at this point have a king, which I think might also set up a little bit of weakness in Wakanda. We'll see them back in the same exact place they were after T'Chaka was killed in Civil War, and maybe this is an excellent time for what Namor sees as an opportunity, depending on what we'll see back in the day. And that's where I also want to speculate, whatever they're setting up with the original Atlantis introduction, if this is going to be a young Namor, and remember, this is purely speculation, I'm speculating we might get to see some very ancient Wakanda during the Eternals as well, maybe even when they get that vibranium, and that may have something to do with the contention between the two kingdoms. Either way, I'm super excited. Namor's introduction in the MCU has been a long time coming, a very exciting character, and this is going to be awesome to see play out, regardless of how they choose to do it. All the faith in Ryan Coogler, but man, I could not imagine trying to go forward with this film without Chadwick Boseman. It's going to be extremely emotional no matter what.
Yeah, it's going to be definitely gonna be emotional. Definitely it is. For like when Black Panther what kind of film come out? It's July, June next year type shit. I think so next year. Yeah, of course next year, but I don't know. I forgot. I think June, July. But wow, him for even though they're gonna push through it, make the film whoop to whoop, but it's gonna be emotional as hell for, especially you know what I'm saying, when you go to theaters and shit and watch that bitch for. I know they're gonna show like a whole memory thing, you know what I'm saying, like they do at the beginning of before the movie started. They're gonna probably do a whole memory about, you know, of him, and then they're gonna say R.I.P. you know, Boseman, you know what I mean. They're gonna do that, then go right to the film though. So even though the film gonna supposed to be like a side of whoop to whoop down 4 5, it's gonna be sad in the day though, because you know what I'm saying, without him, most of it gonna be good though. It's gonna be lit, but gonna be sad though at the same time though. You really, man? So yeah, no cap, man.
What? I can't wait for it. I'm glad it's coming soon in the MCU. Guys, let me know all your thoughts down below about Namor and what you expect from this film. And of course, as always, who do you think eventually will be ending up taking the next mantle of Black Panther? I'm all ears. And quickly, let's get into the giveaways.
I think next Black Panther gonna be that female, his sister or something like that. You know what I mean? It's only one of those females and shit. That's what I think. I don't know. But let me know who y'all think the next Black Panther gonna be like. Or be, you know what I'm saying? Let me know in the comments down below. I think it's gonna be the female, man. But let me know in the comments. But yeah, I'm out, y'all. Man, each one of y'all for me each and every day. And I'm out. Alright. Peace.